Hello everyone, this is Lena, and I'm back with another Links video. I recently came back from doing everything organic that I needed to, so I've completed all organic tasks. Yes, all of them. Now give me a second, I have to load the item screen because I remembered this exists, and for some reason, I just forgot. Yeah, so let's go in. By the way, I'm prepared, so let me kick your ass! If you lose, it means you're not the duelist I thought you were. Show me that you have heart! Okay, well, be more specific. Oh my god, no one understands what that means. Well, maybe you kind of do, but it's not really obvious. So I guess I should just say that it's a reference to the dub. Yes. Kite's brother, specifically. That Hart. But moving forward, it's time to show that I've got more than just heart. I've got skill. And heart too, but, you know, I don't get skills without having heart first. So, this must be why most people are playing Yuma. Yeah, except I'm not, obviously. To be honest, I could play as Yuma, but I don't think I have as much support for him. Except I took the time to emphasize just how easily I could pretty much play anyone with the strategy I've been using. With the strategy I've been using, I could play as basically anyone, even Yuma, especially Yuma. Anyway, I'd like to announce that I actually have preferences for certain numbers over others. I would like to also clarify that I do not mean number cards. I mean numbers, not number cards. I just mean numbers in general. I actually like some numbers more than other ones. And I like the number 30 more than the number 31. And you may be wondering why this matters, but it does matter, because I'm about to turn 20. Hold on a second. I'm 30 at the time of recording this video, but this video is going to be uploaded by the time I've already changed ages. My birthday is tomorrow on May 5th, and I'm recording this video on May 4th, so may the 4th be with you. Also, I made a reference to 420 in one of my past videos, but I'm not sure if it's one of the videos that will be uploaded or not. Which is why I'm saying that, because I have no idea if it will be uploaded. I do know, however, that... Okay, I put number 70 in a very stupid position. Oh my god. Okay, well now that I've done that, I basically, like, oh shit. The attack of my, dude. I better do better than this. I better do better than this. How do I do that though? I can't, can I? Alright, well I guess I should hope that I get somewhere with this. I do not know if that will happen or not. I messed up. Oh god. This is somehow Lightning's fault. Why is it his fault? Because I felt like blaming him. You guys will learn why I'm blaming him for things later. Yes. Even if you don't know who Lightning is, I'm sure this game will have no problem spoiling you. Yes, except in a recent event, his name was already dropped. Oh my god. Yes, but I'm insane, you see. What are you doing? Quinton, what are you... Quinton, listen. I'm going to kick your ass, and you have to listen... Okay. Okay, go ahead and do that. We'll see what happens to you. Your turn is over. Alright, well, I know what that card does, and quite frankly, I think it should perish. That's right, it should perish. It shouldn't exist. I don't have the ability to really take full advantage of any of the skills that I can Oh God, I'm looking at my field and I'm squirming with irritate. Oh God. I could have done much better than this, and I still can. It's just I'm kind of not over it. I'm never over it whenever it comes to anything that screws me up. Whenever I make a mistake, I just go insane. I'm still a perfectionist, even though these videos don't reflect that. And when I start on Windows 11, it probably won't be. You probably won't tell then either. But when it comes to the quality sacrifices I've had to make just for these videos to be recorded, some of those can be. They won't be as much of an issue. They won't be as much of an issue, but. There is another problem, and because as much as it may not be as much of an issue, some things are still very real limitations on my end, and I still have ways to get better. Which means some of the visual presentation will still be, it won't be that great. Okay, and I cannot believe what? Hold on a second. Okay, you messed me up. Big deal, I messed myself up first. Well, since Quinton messed me up, do I feel better? No. No. Although he did win, but that doesn't mean that he... No, Quinton. Listen, I know that I may not be roasting you exactly, but that does not mean I'm a pushover. Hell no. Get that shit off the field. Alright, I don't really have much I can do, but sure. I will have to go back and... Dear God, my brain is broken today. I think I just really hate what I did to my field. In fact, I'm so irritated that Quinton messing me up isn't even the worst part of this. In fact, him messing me up is something he's supposed to do. And what I did was not something I was supposed to do. It's not part of the strategy. It's not how I win. It's not how I kick ass. I'm gonna have to deal with some shit. I'm gonna have to deal with some shit. Seriously. I mean, I know I had to do assist duels, and I shouldn't worry too much. But dear God, Quinton, if you think I lack hearts, well, guess what? I will come back. I will come back and destroy you when you're on all your life points. Alright. Well, that was a duel, and it was a terrible one. But, it was what it was, and he's disappointed. Well, guess what, Quinton? I've seen such insults before, and yours is no worse. I don't even know what... Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm just gonna let him sit there. Give me a second. I'm just going to, I cannot believe this. I might honestly do better just not doing what I was doing. Hold on a second. Okay, I was confused why I got some rewards there. Why? I didn't even bother to read them. I guess that's why I was confused. I'm not sure. That doesn't really make much sense, does it? But apparently I've dueled the raid boss. You didn't count losses? You didn't count losses in this? Well, I guess it doesn't say... I don't know. Wait a minute. It says defeats. Of course losses are going to be counted. Losses are only counted when... What? Okay, you know what? I think my brain just went somewhere and it didn't tell me where it was going. It didn't tell me this information. Alright, now why was I doing this? Oh, right. I remember now. I was going to go over here. And I was going to purchase some shit. You know, for my own petty reasons. And other reasons, yeah, sure, I'm definitely very petty, and that's going to be very obvious quite soon. Okay, now I'm still a perfectionist, so it doesn't really matter that I messed up because I'll just go back and do better. Though sometimes I feel like that and I can't do better. You know, in cases where I think I could have done an event better than I did because I'm better at the game, but the event will never be run again. Yeah, you know, unfortunate for me, isn't it? Yes, we'll move on. We'll move on before I have time to drive you insane. Although I think I drive people insane even without the obsession. I'm just saying. I don't think it's my obsession that drives people insane. I think it's just me in general. I still don't know why I'm so obsessed, though. I cannot answer that if anyone has any questions. If you're going to ask me why I'm obsessed with someone, I can't tell you. My brain doesn't give me doesn't ask for consent. I was obsessed with Yummy Merrick once. Yeah, he would have killed me. He also would have tortured me to death. And he would have taken sadistic pleasure from it. Yeah. Being obsessed with him was definitely very weird. Why? Why, brain? Why were we obsessed with someone that would kill us? Why? When I was obsessed with Quattro, well, at least he wouldn't kill me. Although there's like a 50-50 chance that Yubel might kill me. But, I mean, there's no way to be sure. No way to be sure. Yeah, there's like a 50-50 chance because I just don't know. I just don't know. And the fact I don't know is the worst part of this entire conversation. I'm gonna blame Adrian for this. What did Adrian do? Well, Dolinks will have no problem telling you at some point, I'm sure. He'll tell you all sorts of things that Adrian did. All sorts of things. I'm kind of waiting for him to be added to the game just so I can roast him. Yes, just so I can roast him. Though he didn't do much of anything, really. At least nothing that could be seen as something wrong. Except for the fact that I'm petty as hell and I'm going to hold it against him. I'm going to hold everything against him, though, because he violates what makes sense. No. I'm just like, what? No. Yeah, apparently it was hard to manipulate Adrian because there wasn't darkness in his heart to manipulate. What? No, Adrian, that doesn't make sense. All humans have darkness to manipulate. All of them. That doesn't make sense, Adrian. Then again, I suppose I should go into why a utopia doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't think anyone cares. I don't think anyone cares. No one wants to listen to my bullshit. Yes. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, actually, I meant to do that. All right, we're going in. Hopefully, I'll do better the next time there's an assist. I mean, the next time I can do oh god, a dual test is. Why can't it just? Okay, I see how it is. My mistake was so bad, I don't even want to remember it. Well, too bad, because reality will always be reality. I can't change that. I can't change the truth. Oh god. I can't believe that the main thing I have against Adrian is just the fact he didn't have darkness to expose. He didn't have darkness to manipulate, so I'm holding that against him. Yeah, that makes sense. But, I mean, that might be why he was so boring. He just didn't have anything. He was just so perfect in a way that I'm just like, I cannot believe this. That doesn't make any logical sense. Bullshit. Although, if he doesn't have any darkness to take it... Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, is that why? I see. Okay, maybe I shouldn't talk about things going on in my head without elaborating first. Anyway, Adrian didn't come back at the end of season 3, and I somehow managed to forget that. I'm just like, but if he doesn't have any darkness to manipulate, then how did he? And then I remembered that he didn't come back at the end of season 3. I was going to ask a question, and then I realized why the question made no sense. Because he didn't come back at the end of season 3, that's why, that's the answer. And I'm just like, but wait a minute. Yeah, okay, but he just didn't come back. It still makes no sense for someone to have no darkness in their heart at all. Adrian violates the reality that is being human. Then again, how does he not have any darkness in his heart if he just... I don't understand. How do you sacrifice someone's life and you don't have darkness in your heart from doing that? How does that work? I don't know. I don't think anyone cares. To be fair, I'm probably the only one that does care. But it's not realistic for someone to have no darkness in their heart to exploit. I say as I would be one of the most... I would be dead I would probably be one of the first casualties of season 4 for exactly the kind of shit I'm saying. And in season 4, it would not take me long to just die. Although, then again, I don't really know. I can't remember that season very well. Yes, I forgot it about as quickly as I watched it. That's disturbing. But what's more disturbing is the other shit I managed to forget. Yeah, I forget things too easily these days. Oh god. But let's remember that somehow I'm still functioning well enough for it to not be a concern. I'm still remembering things well enough. Which is terrifying, but also hilarious. Okay, I had to put this Xyz monster in the extra monster zone. And I had to remember to do that, because that's how I summoned 3 of these. Can I just remember basic shit? Basic dueling technique? I don't need a dueling skull to learn that, do I? I don't know though. I don't know, man. If I could go to a school that taught me how to duel, I'd be able to duel better. I'd be able to duel better, but I cannot go to one because one does not exist. This universe is so boring. But what isn't boring is the fact that, well, it is possible to technically make courses for this card game, because that is how absurdly complicated and convoluted it is. Though I'm not sure that GX needed to exist as quickly as it did, but, you know, moving on. The 4Kids still didn't know that this was going to become a franchise, that, you know, they just kept... Yeah, that's how I justify the fact that they just changed Judai's name. I'm just like, wait a minute, but why did they change his name? They didn't change it for any other protagonist. And then I'm just like, oh right, they probably didn't know that it was going to last longer. So they changed the name. Yeah, and then I just said it randomly in one video and I didn't bother to explain who I was talking about, even though some people probably knew. Some people probably knew. But I just go back and forth between who I'm talking about anyway. But when I'm talking about you, I go back and forth between your English name and your Japanese name. And if you have aliases, then that makes everything much worse. And if your name starts with the Y and U, oh, you cannot possibly win, because I'm probably going to call you someone else at some. I'm probably gonna call you a different name at some point. If your name begins with Y or U. And if you're one of the U counterparts from Arc 5, that's probably equally true. Okay, I did not want to do... No, wait, that doesn't... No, it's fine. I'll get over it. Anyway, moving on. I will just keep calling anyone whose name starts with Y and U just can't win. They can't win. I just called them other U names on accident. Yes, and I don't even know if Yubel is an exception to that. Because I could somehow say a different U name there. But I doubt that I would. Just because I would probably be more likely to call a person Yubel on accident instead. And that seems more likely, but also, even if I know that your name is... like if I've had decades worth of experience knowing your name, that doesn't mean I'm going to avoid that doesn't mean I can't accidentally call you something else. Which Quinton already knows. Well, everyone watching this knows at the very least. But I don't think Quinton would appreciate being called his brother's name. Well, Quinton, I do not apologize because, I can't. I keep doing it. It's an accident, but I keep accidentally doing it. Yeah. I don't know why, but I guess I just have to accidentally keep proving my point. No one needs to know how much I'd like to dual quattro again, over and over and over. Oh, by the way, I still have plenty of gate keys. Okay, yeah, that doesn't really change anything. It doesn't. I liked his event. I'd like to do it again. Yes, including the raid part of it. Especially the raid part of it. Raid bosses are fun! That's how I recovered so fast. Oh my god. I still wasn't prepared for this to be a raid event, though. If I was, well, the first video wouldn't exist. You know, when I came up with the idea that eventually I would have to be someone that isn't Yusei, I should have prepared for that. But I guess I still didn't think that another raid boss would show up this quickly. But still, I should have prepared for that. Oh god. Okay, Quinton. I will destroy you. Because I don't really know how to roast you, but I can still kick your ass. Okay, now... So, what's he destroying? I'm assuming... Hold on a second, do I know what that does? Hold on. Okay, actually... If your opponent controls a monster with a higher attack than this card, you can attach one material from this card. This card can attack directly this turn. Once per battle stat that this card with the material is attached, quick effect, you can negate that attack. When this card is targeted for an attack while it has no material, you can target 2 monsters in your graveyard, attach those monsters to this card as material. Okay, that is a very annoying effect. For someone that wouldn't like to be associated with his brother, that is. Very annoying, isn't it? Yes. I'm still annoyed. But I'm going to destroy that card. I can't destroy it yet. Actually, I can't destroy it at all. Okay, you know what? Just leave the field banished. You're going down. Okay, and I'm going to banish this card too temporarily. I'm kicking your ass. I guess these brothers have a lot in common when it comes to being annoying. Although Trey isn't very annoying, and neither is Quinton for that matter. I'm just a bitch. Yes, that's my explanation for everything. I'm just a bitch. I'm sure a lot of people can already tell. Including Quinton. But he still just decides to get disappointed instead because I don't kick his ass. And I'm gonna kick your ass harder than you think I can. It'll be kicked so hard that you don't get up for at least 10 minutes. You'll just be on the floor for like 10 minutes recovering from whatever I do to you. Or you'll faint or something. Unless I transform. I shouldn't transform. That would be bad for me. Oh, God. Also, I shouldn't say that right now. For reasons I'm sure Duel Links will have no problem spoiling you for. Duel Links will not care. Duel Links will spoil everything. Everything! And might even be willing to spoil content from 7s and Go Rush. And you cannot watch either series legally. Okay. Konami, can you fix this? Please fix it! Anyway, guys, let's continue to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, I've got to destroy Quinton again, over and over and over, until I'm finally satisfied. I'll see everyone in the next video. I should start to show some more self-restraint since the sun is more than a light. Okay, fine. You know what? Forget the science. I'm leaving.